If you've followed this channel for a while, you might remember me reviewing a couple of brass whistles. One in high G, it's about that big, and it was a disaster for me to play because my hands just simply didn't fit on it. And then I also reviewed a high D one, which was nice. I have never played a low G whistle before. I've never had one, never had the opportunity to try one. But that changes today, because now I've got 3 to check out. So let's see how they stack up. Now let's get a couple things out of the way first of all. These were sent to me free of charge. I'm not being paid to say anything in particular about them, and I also didn't have to buy them. Nelson made very clear on a post that I saw in the session that these whistles are made for the less affluent player. Point is, they're not meant to compete with the super high-end $300 or $400 lower whistles, so let's keep our expectations within that sort of frame of reality. And I think this will make a lot more sense. Another point is that I think this is sort of a work in progress. The folks at Nelson reached out to see if I wouldn't mind trying out a custom whistle, and I always say, yes, please, I'd love to give it a shot, because I think the more the merrier in this space. The more people who are making whistles, the better, I think, and any sort of new innovation is worth a shot. These two I've got first, the carbon fiber blue one here and the copper. The white one is a new one, and I can tell right off the bat it's been changed because the balance point is significantly different. You guys hear me talk about that a lot. This balance point is way towards the top. It's extremely top heavy. Because carbon fiber is light, that's the point. Comparatively, this is the kind of a first gen or an earlier edition. It's balancing right about, pretty close to where I would expect, just north of that top hole. The trouble here with this one is it's not tunable. I won't bore everybody with the typical part of running through the tuning process. Suffice it to say, it's not in tune, which for me is not going to work, especially if it's not a tunable instrument. The treble that I ran into, the updated version, is the same way, also not in tune. The bigger problem on this one is it's very, very breathy. I say problem. It's a problem for me, it's just not really my kind of preference. Some folks like that, I guess, but it's a little tricky to get that low end. The winner out of this bunch to me is the copper one. It's extraordinarily heavy. It's a weapon. In the wrong hands, it's very, very sturdy. But it's got the most responsiveness, it's got the best tone. Intonation is good through the lower octave. It breaks down a little bit in the higher notes. Something that needs to be sorted out, I would say, if these are meant to be anything in the neighborhood of professional. That's going to be a problem that needs to be solved, I would say. But there again, that we're not exactly talking about the same market, so it may not be as big of an issue if this is particularly something that's just going to be played around the house. So again, good entry into the market. Nice to see that there's some folks trying some new things. I think these are all 3D printed, which I've never had the chance to play. Cool. Nice to see innovation in progress, I guess. So let me know what y'all think down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.